We've just had the Xbox and Bethesda showcase with a whole load of awesomeness. My name is Tazzy and today I'm going to talk about some of the games that stood out to me the most. I'm going to start with my most hyped games and then list off some of my slightly less hyped games, which honestly was not easy to choose, but I couldn't make this video like 20 hours long. So I had to narrow it down. I'll pop a link below for if you're watching on YouTube, which you can follow to see a full list of all the announcements, because I'm not going to say everything, just my favourites, as well as a link to my live reaction, which I streamed over on my Twitch channel. I am the Xbox gaming influencer for Game, and this video is sponsored. If you want to find out more about that, I'll leave a link below. I'm going to start with my most hyped game, and I usually really struggle to pick like a top game for anything, or a top literally anything. But this time I actually had a top, like I had a number one, which is surprising for me. So the game that is my most hyped is coming out next year, summer 2022. It's going to be on Game Pass from day one. It's Redfall. It's Redfall. Like, I'm so hyped for this. It's got curls, it's got vampires, it's got telekinesis, it's got little robot companions. Like, was this game literally made for me? It feels that way pretty much because it's just a load of things that I love in general, and it's just like in cool looking video game. And a lot of the time when I'm asked, what do you want to see from E3? I'm like, I don't know. I want to be surprised. I want to see something I'm not expecting. I want to see a new IP. Like, I don't know what it is, because if I knew what it is, it wouldn't be what I wanted. That makes no sense, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But I'm really excited to see more from this game and see some gameplay. But can we just appreciate how the curls move? It's just like bouncing, and I just hope that it's like an upward trend for curls in video games. You don't understand my need for curls in video games. But yeah, definitely most hyped for me. I think the characters look really cool and it just sounds really interesting. An open world co-op, I'm here for it. Like, I love an open world co-op. I love having a game that I can enjoy on my own, but if there is someone else that is playing it that can jump in with me, mainly because I don't always have a lot of people to play with, or I play at the most random times when no one is available. So I love a game where it's just as much fun by myself as it is with people. So I'm hoping that that fills that for me, which it looks like it does, but obviously it's early days, so I'm just looking forward to seeing more from it. So my next hyped game is kind of like two hyped games that are kind of the same game, but they're kind of broken down. So it's Halo Infinite. It was always going to be in my most hyped games. It's coming out later this year, and I was impressed with how it looked. So we got to see a bird's eye view of the terrain, and it looked pretty cool. I would love to know if all of that is playable, since they have said that it's a massive open world game. So I'm wondering if you can like venture through it all, which I'm sure we'll find out more. But I think it looked pretty good from what we did get to see. Literally, as I was streaming before the trailer played, I said what I want to see in the Halo trailer is more use cases for the grapple. And it, as Chief was kind of floating through space, he used the grapple to like pull himself nearer, and I'm looking forward to seeing more uses for that. And I'm hoping that it will be a case that some of the game, it will be like, you can choose to use your grapple here or not. It's your choice how you play through the game. That would be really cool to see from Halo if it is like a massive open world game. Want to be able to play my way. And we got to see a bit of a new AI, and I'm wondering, is this like Cortana's successor?
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
What's going on there? I have some theories about where the story is going to go from that, but I'm going to keep those quiet for now and talk about those like around release, and then we'll see if my predictions are right. But let's wait till I'm actually playing the game, and then we'll see, because it might change before then. But I'm massively looking forward to seeing more as we get closer to release. Obviously, I'm just looking forward to this game. really badly, regardless of what they show me. And Chief's little quote,
The missions change. They always do.
was that a little hint to something? Was that a little like, we've done a lot over the past year that we've delayed the game? I don't know, that's just me like maybe thinking way too far into that. My next most hyped game, and like I said, it's kind of the same game but split, which is Halo Infinite multiplayer, which is also coming out later this year. It's gonna be a free-to-play multiplayer game. I'm really excited. I'm putting this in my most hyped is because it's not just a battle royale. Like, they showed Capture the Flag in the trailer, and not just a battle royale, actual multiplayer game modes. That's exciting to me. I am bored of battle royales. And I'm sure a lot of you are, like, getting battle royale fatigue, but I still occasionally play some just because they are free to play and they're multiplayer games that a lot of people have, and it's easy to jump into. If you've not played for a while or whatever, you can jump on. Join in with us, please, join us. And of course, the grapple. I am obsessed with the grapple. I'm just gonna put this, I love grapples in video games, okay? I love it. Okay, you happy? I love the grapple. I'm here for the grapple. The grapple literally sold the game for me. I have a thing with grapples in video games. If they're done well, it's a whole lot of fun. Loving the grapple. Looking forward to using it. You can use it in multiplayer, so I'm looking forward to seeing the different ways that I can incorporate it in multiplayer. I'm here for it. I'll probably end up playing Halo multiplayer a lot more than I think I am, because we'll see. The next on my list of most hyped games, and there had to be one like this on my most hyped games, right? It's adorable, it's fun, and it's Party Animals. I love this game. I've not played this game yet and I already love it. Like, it's a timed exclusive. It's going to be available on Game Pass day one. It's coming out in 2022. The fact that it has the ragdoll mechanic, I absolutely love ragdoll mechanics in video games. I feel like they really add a level of difficulty that is just fun. It's just silly fun. Like, if you're not getting it, you don't feel like frustrated. Well, you maybe feel a little bit frustrated, but it's not like annoyingly frustrating because it's so funny. It's so funny to watch people play a game with ragdoll mechanic, and it's so fun to join in, and it's like a party brawler. You can use items like a giant lollipop. The map seems to have some really cool interactions with it. I feel like this is going to be a good one for my friends that don't really play that many video games to be like, hey, let's hop on this. It's a lot of fun. It's a bit silly. And it's so cute. Did I mention that it's cute? It's adorable. It's actually adorable, which gets me excited. You know I love a good adorable game. And what's even cuter is the corgi in it is called Nemo, and it's actually based on one of the creators' own pets. Like, how cute is that? And my next hyped game is coming pretty soon. It's coming out in August. It is going to be available on Game Pass from day one, and it's 12 minutes. Now, when I first saw this game, what was it, E3 last year or the year before? I can't remember. Anyway, when I first saw this game, I was already excited. I love a good time mechanic, especially a time loop. Anything that uses time to sort of manipulate how the story is told and how you play the game, really love. I'm looking forward to this. I'm really trying to go into it with as little knowledge as possible, because I feel like from what I've seen so far from the trailer, that it's gonna be one that's gonna be like super beneficial to just go in unknown, and that's gonna be the best way to enjoy it. I really like the fact that you learn each time you go through the time loop. You're learning something. It's gonna change how you play the game. It's gonna adapt each time. You're gonna be like, it's gonna change all the time, but still playing out the same thing, which I quite like. That just seems like I already have questions. I'm already filled with mystery. I already have questions. I already just want to know what happens. Like, Why? Why are they getting stormed by the police? Or why are they getting arrested? I want to know. Like, I'm already so intrigued and drawn into this game just from the little that we've seen of it, and it's coming so soon. So I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. So the last game on my list is Forza Horizon 5, and I was a little bit surprised that I actually ended up putting this on my list, but it is. Occasionally get like a nagging to play a Zoom game, and I might jump on a Forza game. But when I saw the trailer for this and the gameplay, I was like, I need to play this game. It looked amazing. It's so beautiful. It's set in Mexico, and wow. 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 Like, watch my live reaction to it, watch the live stream. You can skim forward to the Forza bit, because there was a bit I was just like, nope, that's not in the game. I don't believe you. That's not real. Like, that's not really in the game. That's like real life. That's just a picture. That's just a video. There's no way that that is in the game. Like, I was actually so shocked with how good looking this is. And Forza games are always quite impressive with how they look. I'm not surprised that it's good looking, but I am surprised at how good looking it is, because it is beautiful. And it looks like they've made a lot of improvements to the online from 4, which will be great, because 4 was a little bit frustrating to play online with friends, and it looks like they've made some improvements to how it works. So I'm looking forward to that, because it really is one that I prefer to play with people. The other thing I'm really looking forward to in Forza is the mini games. They look like a lot of fun, and I think for me this is the thing that's really going to keep me playing it, and makes me feel like this is the Forza game that I'm actually going to like put a lot more time into and really play a lot of, because the mini games look so much fun. And I feel like they'd be a nice way to break up like the racing. And the other thing is the events lab. I'm really looking forward to people's own creations in that, different races and mini games and whatever people create in that. It sounds like it's got a lot of cool creative features for people to make stuff in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing people's creations in that and seeing how that works. Let me know what your most hyped games are from the Xbox Bethesda showcase. So these are all games that are day 1 on Game Pass, which I feel like is the new world premiere. Kind of just replaced it with day 1 on Game Pass. I'm going to do it in order of release for this year's ones. But yeah, it's just a list. But these are some of the ones I'm most interested in coming day 1 on Game Pass this year. The Ascent, which is coming out on July 29th. We've got Psychonauts 2, which is coming out on August 25th, and Back 4 Blood, which is coming out October 12th. The games that are coming day 1 to Game Pass in the future, next year and beyond, we don't know. Most of them I think were dated next year, but some of them didn't have a year. But I'm just gonna list them off again. These are just some of the ones that stood out the most to me. Slime Rancher 2, Atomic Heart, A Plague Tale Requiem, Somerville, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, Replace, and Contraband. With a special shout out to the Outer Worlds 2 trailer, because that was just hilarious. If you haven't watched it, I recommend just watching that trailer for the fun of it. Like, literally just for the fun of it. Like, I appreciate that trailer. It was very honest and very funny. If you are enjoying this video, consider giving it a like, comment, and subscribe. So there are a few other things coming to Game Pass that I want to talk about. So first up is the Sea of Thieves DLC, which has Jack Sparrow, which is really cool. It totally works. And that's out on the 22nd of June. Doom Eternal, the next gen update, that's coming on June the 29th. So quite a few things in June. Also my birthday month. Hades is also coming to Game Pass, which I'm looking forward to. I've yet to really even see much gameplay from Hades, but I've heard nothing but good things, so really want to try it out because, yeah, it doesn't even sound like people just hype for it. It's genuinely like good things because it's a good game. I missed another one from June, which is the Grounded Shroom and Doom DLC, which I have to appreciate the arachnophobia mode. Yeah, that's... I'm not even arachnophobic, but the spiders in Grounded can be a little terrifying. So yeah, I feel like it's needed and I appreciate that. That's out June the 30th. And also Among Us is coming to Xbox with 15-player lobbies. Pretty happy with that. That's pretty cool. They also showed us some Far Cry 6. That's not on Game Pass, but definitely one I'm looking forward to, as well as Diablo 2. There are a few things I wanted to hear news on, but were absent or briefly mentioned, which is fine with me because I don't want updates just for the sake of updates. I don't want to get overhyped for something that is going to change or isn't going to be as expected or when expected. You know, if there's no solid information on it, cool. I'm fine with it not being shared. I want to know the info when it's ready and not just because everyone's super demanding. So let me know what you're excited for. Make sure you follow me over on Twitch for live content. The link will be in the description below, as well as all my other socials, which are at Tazzy.